Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right? This is the big deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What, he was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay, I've already read that out, so I don't want to do it again. Isn't Zombette going up now? You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death is sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sod, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Well, gee, that's really a good question. I'm losing all these voices. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
You know what to do. I've got this one.
Objection!
Hold it right there! The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Well, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sod?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sod? court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sod. Let's hear your testimony. One more time, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sod. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That was a clock. Your Honor, if I may?
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. Tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So this murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Rickett, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problem with this testimony now? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he would have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove it I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's face. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sod, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What is the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Will the witness please care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day the clock, I heard, no, I mean I saw... Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, it was him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor.
You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock? Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sod heard was definitely the clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Let's sound the clock now, here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep! I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So, we've heard the clock, so what are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw heard and the actual time of death.
So, Mr. Saw, try to take your way.
Oh crap, I used his voice. try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.